Folks, today we're going to be solving linear inequalities. The thing to remember when solving an inequality is if you have to divide by a negative or multiply by a negative to isolate the variable, then you have to switch the inequality symbol. In other words, if I have negative 2x is greater than 10, and I want to solve for x, I divide by negative 2. I need to switch this to less than now. So x is going to be less than negative 5. All right, so here I'm going to solve for m. Okay, just like it's a two-step equation, I want m by itself. So I'm going to subtract 6m, and I'm going to add 3. So then this m is gone, and then the negative 3 is gone, leaving me with 4m is greater than 4. So then I will divide by 4, and my solution would be m is greater than 1. Okay, I want you to write out these inequalities and show steps, because that's how you keep things straight. So here's another example. Solve for z. So I'm going to move the 2, the negative 2, by adding 2, and I'm going to move the 4z. And I always put a line through the z just because I get my 2's and my z's mixed up. So these two are gone, leaving me with 6z is greater than or equal to 5. So I divide by 6. So z is greater than or equal to 5. 6 is my solution. Okay, they're going to get a little more complicated, and you're going to have parentheses and then have to decide, what do I do first? When I look on the left-hand side of the inequality, I can see that there's a negative 1 here in front of the parentheses. Oh, that's a great color. So I'm going to want to distribute that negative 1, making it negative 6z minus 2 greater than or equal to. Then I have 9z on the right side, and then I'm going to add the 9 and the 1 together. Now to further simplify, I'm going to put this negative 4 and negative 2 together. So I have negative 6z, negative 4 and negative 2 is negative 6. Wow, that's a bright color. It's like an electric red. Now it becomes an inequality like the previous two that I did. It's really just 2 steps. Add 6 to the constant on the right side and subtract 9z from the negative 6z on the left side. So this is gone and this is gone. So I have negative 15z is greater than or equal to 16. Now here's where I'm dividing by a negative. Divide by negative 15, divide by negative 15. My solution then has to be less than or equal to negative 16 over 15. Okay, let's do one more with a few steps. Okay, let's get rid of the parentheses on the left side by distributing. So I would have negative 16k minus 12 when I multiply negative 2 times 6. On the right side, I'm going to put this 3 and 2 together and make it a 5. So now when I look at it, I can see I have 2 constants on the left side that I want to put together. Positive 10 and negative 12 is negative 2. Then I still have 8k plus 5 on the right side. Now I'm back to that 2-step inequality. Add 2 and subtract 8k. Cross off the parts that gave me 0. I would have negative 16 and negative 8 is negative 24k, and then that equals 7. Divide by negative 24 and switch the inequality because I divided by a negative. And you can't reduce that. Gosh, I hope I did the math right there. I believe I did. So it's k is less than negative 7 over 24. All right, so you're going to go to Delta Math, and you're going to do the solving inequalities on 914. And the puzzle is, I understand. I do, folks. Virtual learning's not easy, so reach out if you have questions.